Yes, this is the first day one of the program. If you can hear me, the place is actually noisy. We are at the Ogbe Hard Court at the day one of the funeral late Victor Uwaifo.
Yes. Hello.
Yes.
People on the zeros across the world. Yes. What you are saying, this is the funeral of late Sir Victor Uwaifo. It's a state burial. We have our correspondent there who is helping us cover it. And I'm going to quickly talk to they are right now from the stadium.
Out there in the stadium.
The burial
Music master.
And late Sir Victor.
The man who has fame all over the world. The man who is so well made
musicians across the world.
his own country to hear of the one man.
Very honest.
The view of music
today. Comrade
Yes,
how is the situation looking like?
Yes, the Ogbe Hard Court is filled with array of personality on the day one of the funeral arrangement for the late musical Sir Victor Uwaifo. Family members and top government functionaries are on ground to grace this occasion. In a jiffy, the event is about to start, and they are running through the protocol list of those who are present. Thank you.
Wow. Can you confirm
welcome all and celebrate?
No, he has not arrived yet. He has not arrived.
Enigma. Professor Victor Uwaifo.
Yes, scams reign, and it's time to go back memory lane and remember the contribution this great man has made, not just to Edo State, Nigeria and Africa at large. Thank you.
We hear that there are ceremony on ground. Is that true?
Yes, a whole lot, ranging from the old school musicians and the current digital artists. As you soon see, a roll call of artists will soon be called to make a presentation to this audience here today. Thank you. Tony Avolo is in the house.
And
you can take some time to
very renowned broadcaster
Yes.
and a writer.
Thank you very much.
Dignitaries on ground.
My name
Yes,
is Terry Isaac.
we have the chief of staff who is already on ground.
Renowned.
We have some members of the cabinet who is already on ground. We have the president of the African Bar Association who is there. We have the ambassador to East and Central Africa who of the African Bar Association also, who is also here. Thank you very much. As soon as other dignitaries arrive, I will run through the list. Thank you very much.
And his team for playing a role very significant in this entire ceremony. And very quickly we shall be starting. But let me recognize first and foremost those who are present. I recognize the Chief of Staff and those states.
Okay, we have lost the signal there from our correspondent, Mr. Ahmed the Omerigi. As soon as he comes on, definitely we're going to reconnect again. But thanks for joining. What we want to say is that the funeral of Sir Victor Uwaifo, is a state burial, is ongoing right now in Benin City. It's going to be a 3 or 4 day event. It starts today. I'm aware that there's going to be a Thanksgiving service on Sunday. Tomorrow is another day that is packed with events, and the day after tomorrow, and of course, it's going to be climax with a Thanksgiving service on Sunday. Like you already see from the the live coverage you saw just now. It is a state organized burial. But talking about Sir Victor Uwaifo, Uwaifo is an iconic personality. He's made so much contributions towards development of art, particularly the music, and he was a multi-talented, person himself, a scholar, a great one. He graduated with first class from the, fine and applied art, and went ahead to get his doctorate degree. As a matter of fact, he's a professor, and all of this reflected in his works. As good as he was in music, one of the pioneers of the Nigerian Music Foundation, as it were, the same way he was with, with visual art, with sculpting. He was a sculptor, of no mean repute, to be very honest. He won series of awards. He brought a lot of laurels to the nation. He gave us global recognition. He was just one of a kind. Little wonder the government of Edo State decided to say, man, this one is not just, a loss to the family of the Uwaifos, but it's a loss to Edo State of Nigeria. And that is why his funeral is a state, organized funeral, it's a state burial. The state government is saying, as a matter of fact, some of us do expect that the government of Nigeria take interest in the
Vice Chancellor, Professor Benson.
Yes, you were off for a moment.
From the Association
Yes.
of Nigerian Music.
Yes, we are expecting arrays of great musicians to perform. As very shortly they will soon take their turn to perform. That is what we are expecting right now at the moment.
Can we talk to
Very distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, for the love our former deputy governor has for
You said?
late Professor Sir Victor Uwaifo, He decided to travel.
Okay, let's talk to Ambassador Dick Uwaifo.
Now I recognize a very distinguished former Deputy Governor of the state and former Chief of Staff to the President of Nigeria, our own a citizen of the state. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. We'd like to welcome you, sir.
Hello, Ambassador.
I'd like to invite the officers to feed us with names of dignitaries that are coming into the arena so that we can appropriately recognize them. Let me also recognize a very distinguished honorable gentleman of Bengal, very distinguished leader of the political arena, who has done as well as being a leader and will continue to be a leader.
So we are all gathered here and we want to appreciate everybody for all their support.
Thank you for coming.
And we are expecting the governor to be present.
All those from the academia, very intelligent, intellectuals, that worked with
Also,
Professor Sir Victor Uwaifo.
I would like to introduce
We appreciate you for finding time to be here. Thank you very much. Once again, we'd like to employ the authors to assist us with more names of dignitaries so that we can recognize them. Thank you very much. In the meantime, ladies and
How are you
gentlemen,
today, sir?
featuring some artists who will keep the environment warm and lively. Let me at this point bring in my brother, my mentor, my senior broadcaster, Tony Aboni. Well, thank you very much, Terry Isaacs.
I remember I was there at the birthday and so
You've done wonderfully well
we want to thank
making
you
these
so much for all
introductions. And in a way, the program has commenced. But let me say that while we're making these recognitions, we cannot forget a chief moment.
I also want to introduce the spokesman of the Uwaifo family, Pastor Chris Sareti.
Of the man's life we celebrate.
Over to him.
Can we, with a clap offering,
we are grateful that the whole world is behind us in commemorating the burial ceremony of Professor Victor Uwaifo.
we would also like to
Has
recognize
done so
another
much
point
for the
of
industry
of-
and the academia.
Victor Uwaifo.
So thank you, my people. I love you all.
Who's also introducing area of discipline and performance.
Yeah, thank you, Comrade Show, for this lovely moment, for the opportunity that you have given us
Who's
to
also here
express
to support,
ourselves.
to honor a friend.
One
and
love.
honor.
Thank you very much, sir.
Say this, while welcoming each and every one of us.
So thank you all very much. And thank you, Mr. Odiaki, for the wonderful job that you are doing. Have a blessed day. Thank you.
Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you so much.
This is
Viewers, those are members of the Uwaifo family. They are right there at Ugbe Stadium, where the funeral, of late Sir Victor Uwaifo is currently taking place. Like I said, it's a state-organized funeral, and dignitaries from all walks of life are already present. And we understand that the governor of Edo State is on his way, and we have lots of musicians from ground that will be performing, today to honor this great man who has made huge contributions towards the development of art, performing and visual art, as it were, and of course he has raised so many people himself and all of that. So, comrade, tell me how from what you see, how is the family feeling right now? Particularly now that Sir Victor Uwaifo is getting global attention, in his own transition, to the world beyond. What is the feeling of the family like?
a lot of close encounters. When he left Lagos and came back to
Can you hear me?
kept interacting. As he was being in the studios and playing his music,
I know there's so much noise right there.
top at the back of his album.
Can you hear me?
Where I was a publicist for.
I'm not sure he hears me at all. But let's look through the app on camera.
In a lot of ways, we like to remember them. Hello. Thank you. I said he was born a prince, and he was born a foster to the family. Later, he became victor, and of course, everybody teach Uwaifo. Then he became a Tsar. He was honored by Britain, and that's why he became a Tsar. And Nigeria honored him for his artistry and contribution to music and art world. And so he had an FON. Later on, by Dignitaries, became a JP. Restless as he always was, he acquired academic degrees and a genuine doctorate degree, and later ended being a professor. So may we, once again, as we all gathered here to celebrate his life, honor Professor Dr. Sir NONJP Fosa Victor Uwaifo. Can we put our hands together to celebrate his life? Here was a man who was persistent. After his Yabatech, he gave a lot of things to Benin, which we will not forget. His double guitar made or care for Donige Nobles to begin to play the double guitar. He brought flute music into Benin music. And Osaimono and Isolele Sam copied that. So he had a lot of legacies that will be and celebrated. And those mentors, those whom he mentored, are all here to perform in his honor. And by first of all, yeah, I'm told it's the Dignitaries that will be to perform his life, his music, and his memory. Please the Dignitaries.
While the Dignitaries are getting ready, we'd like to recognize the professor that Professor Victor Uwaifo. He was a renowned fine artist. Is here with us, very distinguished professor, FA of Fine and Applied Art, University of Benin. This is the Professor Uwaifo. A round for him. Thank you. Is here, members of the State Commissioner. We invite on stage the Dignitaries, and this is the man created and nurtured by Professor Victor Uwaifo. They're here to do a resounding performance in his honor. Let me recognize my brother all the way from the United Kingdom, Former Commissioner for Arts, Culture and Tourism, Honorable Osaze Osemige Ero is here live
A round of applause for him. Thank you, my brother, for coming. Thank you. The TTBTs, are we ready? The TTBTs. All right. And while we're getting ready, the staff of the National Council for Arts and Culture and those zonal office led by the zonal director, Princess Evie Uwaifo, the Director General National Council for Arts and Culture. I'd like to put our hand and welcome her. Thank you all very much for coming. As we are living legend, indeed, earlier Professor Uwaifo is not there, but still alive and lives on. The TTBs. Thank you.
Yes, Nigerians and Adiobo across the world, it is still the funeral of late Sir Professor Dr. Victor Uwaifo, MON, an icon, a great legend, from Edo State, one who represented Nigeria, internationally, and brought a lot of laurels and glories, to Nigeria. Of course, won many awards, created a foundation, for the music industry to be what it is today, mentored so many, uncountable number of persons. Of course, Uwaifo is being celebrated today by Edo State government, of course, to mark his final transition to glory. Of course, Uwaifo is a huge tree, It's a huge loss to not just the family, to Edo State, and of course to Nigeria. There is no way this man will not be remembered for all the many great things he did. He was a talented man, contributed so much to music, so much to visual arts. He was a sculptor. He was a complete artist himself. A great a great personality. Yeah. So that's the man the state government, the state government is celebrating right now. And of course, we have our volunteers on the ground who are monitoring the process. The funeral is taking place at Ogbe Stadium, at the Ogbe Hard Court, and of course there are a lot of dignitaries. Numerous musicians are there. Performing, of course, to remember this man and his contributions towards art development as far as Nigeria is concerned. That's Sir Victor Uwaifo, a very great musician. But I have this clip here I want to play. I hope I'm not breaching copyright protocols, as it were. But I'm just playing this just to remember Sir Victor Uwaifo. Let's enjoy a bit of this. You know, this is another great thing with Uwaifo. You know, Uwaifo was, you know, was so multi-talented. Apart from being a very wonderful, beautiful singer, he plays all kinds of instruments. You know, he even invented some instruments himself. You know, Uwaifo was just, in fact, there are probably no adjective enough to qualify, you know, Uwaifo and his talent and his contributions towards music. I mean, we're talking of the days where, you know, music was not digital, where every sound you hear was created by the hand, by the talent. You know, that was the time this man reigned and conquered Africa. You know, so we cannot. In fact, Uwaifo was just an icon in his own class. You know, to be very honest, we're definitely going to enjoy his works forever. Yeah. Okay, yes. It is still the funeral of the late legend, Honorable Sir Victor Uwaifo. It is a state burial, and of course, we're going to get a sound now from the stadium live. Okay, let me give you a story that is going to officially kickstart, activities of this program, and of course we can gather that the government today. At the moment, we're going to take a very short break. In a few minutes, we're going to be back on, and of course continue with the official ceremony what's it called, overseen by the family of the wife of the officials of the Edo government and the now let's enjoy the beat in the moment we're going to be back live Make Comrade Show, wait, Comrade Lante Oriente. This is the Comrade Show. Make Comrade Show, wait, Comrade Lante Oriente. This is the Comrade Show. Make Comrade Show, wait, Comrade Lante Oriente. This